Welcome back, Triple F Squad, to another so episode of Two Fools of Fantasy Football. In this episode, we're going to talk about the top five players this week due to matchups from the four positions: QB, running back, wide receiver, and tight end. I'm Marty McFly, and as always, with me is Tyler, the uncool fool Greer, right over there.
That's right. I am Tyler, the Unfull Cool Greer. Sorry, last week we were gone. Some things are bigger than our YouTube channel. My sister beat cancer, so we were celebrating a great victory in life. So we are now back. We are coming full force. So my partner in crime, Matty Ice, aka Marty McFly, and I are going to give you some great matchups this week. We're going to give you some wonderful plays, and the guys who you're definitely going to want to look to be your top point getters this week. So enjoy this, and here we go. So, Marty, tell them what they can do.
Well, right now you can like, share, subscribe, click the little bell icon up there at the bottom down there and go ding for to get notified of all of our new episodes. And Tyler's going to start us off tonight with the top five QBs you should be starting this week.
Ooh, nice. All right, two fools. Here we go. Your top five QBs this week. And just to let you know, our first one we're going to pick is actually a pretty good one. Not a lot of people are going to have him this week in their roster or lineup, but we feel like he's going to be a top five guy for lots of reasons. We're going to explain to you why. Number five, coming in from the capital city, Mr. Alex Smith. So Alex Smith is a number five quarterback for us this week, and there's plenty of reasons why. Number one, because he threw 390 yards last week against the Detroit Lions. This week, they're playing a very similar defense number-wise in the Cincinnati Bengals. So with that being said, look for Alex Smith to have a very nice week this week and also to have another week under his belt with the offense, the confidence going up. We feel like Alex Smith is going to have a wonderful week. A couple of stats here for you. The Bengals are 26th against the pass at 265 yards a game. So Alex Smith, number five, lock it up. Number four, coming in from the great state of Baltimore, Mr. Raven, Lamar Jackson this week is going to be our number four quarterback that we're going to look at. The reasons on that one is because they're playing a Tennessee Titans defense that is not very good against the run or the pass, which goes completely in Lamar's hands. Against the rush this year, Tennessee's given up 121 yards a game, which is 17th. And against the pass this year, they are giving him 277 yards a game, which is good for 27. So Lamar Jackson is our number four quarterback this week. Our number three quarterback this week is coming from the state of California, the good old Sunshine State, and Justin Herbert for the Los Angeles Chargers. The reason is because they are playing one of the worst teams in all of football, known as the New York Jets, aka the wannabe college team. And this week they're going to play them. Jets are the 28th worst ranked pass defense with giving up 282 yards a game. Our second one of the week that we think is going to crush it is coming from the Steel City. If you had him last week, he gave you 4 touchdowns. He absolutely crushed it last week. He's going to crush it again this week. Is the Big Ben from the Pittsburgh Steelers. This week, they play the lonely Jacksonville Jaguars, who give up 284 yards a game, which is good for 29th in the National Football League. So Big Ben, start him with confidence, going to get you tons of points. Number 2 this week. All right, and coming in as our number 1 quarterback of the week. This is an easy one. Number 1. This is easy for many multiple reasons. Number 1, he's a stud on the ground. Number 2, he's facing the Seattle Seahawks defense that gives up 353 yards passing per game. That's right, folks. 353 yards per game. I did not misquote that. That is what Seattle gives up per game in the air. This week they're playing the Cardinals. So Mr. Kyler Murray, if you got him, play him. He's going to be the best quarterback this week. By far, he's going to get you plenty of points. Last time they played Seattle, they put up a 40-burger. Expect very close, very similar numbers, if not even more. Expect a rushing touchdown. He's done it for, I believe, 6 weeks in a row now, which is just crazy. He averages 65 yards on the ground. He's going to get you at least 300 yards in the air, and he's probably going to get you 1 or 2 touchdowns in the air. So just enjoy all the points. Just enjoy the game. So it's going to be a high-scoring game. They're up in Seattle, so expect them to eat. Expect them to get lots of points, and You have Kyler Murray. Enjoy the ride for the rest of the year.
All right, we're going to talk about the receivers. Top 5 receivers you should be starting this week. Top 5. Yeah, the guys that catch and run. Those guys.
Really fast.
So, coming in at number 5 is the entire Steelers receiving core.
Oh.
All of them. Juju, Claypool, Dante. We're going to throw Ebron in there too. They're playing the Jags. The Jags are wretched, giving up 284 yards a game. Good for 29th.
I have a question.
Yes, Mr. Greer.
Why do we not have Eric Ebron on this? Because you know why?
Why?
Because his number doesn't start with a 1. He's off the list.
Out of here.
See ya.
So yes, start your Steelers receivers. We already talked about Big Ben in the quarterbacks. Start your every single pass catching person on the Steelers. If you have them, start them, put them in, lock it up, do it. Number 4, we've got the speedster out of Kansas City, Tyreek Hill, going against the Las Vegas Raiders.
Ooh, sounds
Las Vegas giving up 265 yards a game, good for 25th in the league this year against the pass. So with Mahomes likes to spread it around, but he loves Tyreek Hill. The guy's a speed demon, so put him in. The Las Vegas secondary won't be able to keep up with him. There are too many people to cover in this game.
another number 1.
Number 3, another number 1. You're right.
He's 10.
Coming in number 3 from the Sunshine State of California, Keenan Allen from the Chargers versus the Jets. We already talked about Hubert and the QBs throwing to him. Jets 282 given up per game this year, 28th ranked. They stay right there. And I guess they still haven't got our letter yet because
I have a question.
this numbnuts still has a job. Yes. Oh, yes, Mr. Greer.
You said Keenan Allen, right?
Yes, I did say Keenan Allen.
What number is he?
A 13, I believe.
I'm starting to see a trend here with the receivers. We don't like receivers with high numbers.
Right, the low numbers, the bottom.
I'm just saying, you're wearing Matty Ice, and what numbers do his receivers wear?
They were low numbers too, I believe.
I believe Julio is 1-1.
Today.
I believe this Calvin Ridley guy is 1-8.
Yes.
No, okay, I'm done. That's all I got.
Okay. Now, number 2, Number El Doso, Scary Terry McLaurin for your Washington football team. Going against Cincinnati. We already talked about Alex Smith. You're seeing a trend here, everybody? Quarterback, receiver. Start them.
Wait, was
Cincinnati giving up 265 a game.
Would you put them in a, what do you call it, where you put your quarterback and receiver? Oh, a link. Oh, for you people who like to play football for money, if you put Alex Smith together and Terry McLaurin together and put them as a link, it's probably a good idea this week.
The wise idea this week.
And he's what number? 17, McLaurin? Good thing. No big deal.
I think 70. Yeah, he's another number 1.
I'm just saying.
Now,
another team.
The best number 1. He's a 10. D-Hop. DeAndre Hopkins for Arizona. Talking about Kyler Murray's number 1 QB this week. D-Hop's number 1 receiver this week. See the trend? Going against Seattle. We've talked about it enough in our videos. Seattle's pass defense is atrocious. I could probably catch 70 yards against them. And I'm 41 years old, out of shape, and overweight.
7 yards, yeah.
Giving up 353 yards a game, worst in the league in pass defense. Start D-Hop. You will not be disappointed.
No, you will not.
Now, we got my old friend Tyler over here. Going to talk about the running backs you should be starting this week.
Thanks for the old part, man. Gosh. Whew, that's brutal.
What?
Thanks for the old part. That's brutal, man. Gosh, I only have like 3 gray hairs over here, man. Gosh, it's coming in, and slowly but surely. It's like, I'm just trying not to, look at it. That's all. Jeez. All right, Fantasy Fools. We're going to talk about the top 5 running backs to start this week. There's a couple doozies in there, but there's a lot of what you call old reliables, guys that you would start every week no matter what. Some guys are not very big surprises. Number 5 is the biggest surprise on the list. Just like our quarterbacks, he comes from the Patriots. That little state up there from Boston. Yes, that guy right there. Now, Bill Belichick traditionally does not like running backs, but he does like this guy a lot. He's from Alabama, Mr. Damian Harris. So he is the top lead back in the Patriots backfield. There's no doubt about that. He will not catch you one ball, but that's okay because he will get you some touchdowns this week on the ground because they play the Texans, who give up the most rushing yards in the league. They are 32nd. They give up 167 rushing yards per week. So if you have them, start them. On a personal note, I have Damian Harris. I picked him up in a couple leagues this week. So I will start him, and I will be playing him with tons of confidence this week. There's no doubt about it. I expect him to get at least 16 points, and I'm probably undershooting that, just to let you know on that one. Number 4 this week, we are looking for Mr. James Conner out of the Steel City. We talked about Pittsburgh on the other 2 ones. The wide receivers play everybody. Their quarterback hits everybody who plays wide receiver. And the Jaguars are lonely against the run as well. So if you have James Conner, play him. It's a very safe bet. The Jaguars are 25th in the league. They give up 132 yards rushing on the ground. So if you see these videos, anytime you see any team against the Jacksonville Jaguars, it's a good bet we're going to be talking about. And you can probably start them. So, well, not probably. You can start them, just saying. So number 3 on the list is from the Las Vegas Raiders. This is John Gruden's boy, Mr. Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs has been great this year. He's been a stud the last couple of games for you. Last game, he got a couple touchdowns. So this week, you expect the same thing, at least 1, maybe 2 touchdowns this week. This week, the Raiders play the Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City Chiefs is great on the passing part of the defense. On the rushing part, not so much. The rushing, they are 29th in the league, giving up 139 yards. So look for the Raiders to expose the Chiefs that way. Look for them to control the ball. On the flip side, I already talked about Tyreek Hill. He's going to have an explosive day. Enjoy all those points there for you. Number 2, from the Dog Pound. He just came back last week. Nick Chubb. If you had him last week, you had a great start. He had over 100 yards and a touchdown. This week's going to be no different. They are going to rush the crap out of the ball this week. They're playing the Eagles. The Eagles are ranked 26 against the run. And the Browns are ranked 5th for the run. So do the math. Bottom 6 against top 5 with, do the math. It's going to be a run-heavy game. Who's going to get all the points? Who's going to get all the runs? Nick Chubb. They're going to sprinkle a little Kareem Hunt in there. But Nick Chubb's fresh. He just came off the injury. He looked great last week. So play Nick Chubb all week. You're going to get lots of points. Enjoy the points on Sunday. Number 1 this week, no surprise, he is a freaking monster. This dude is incredible. He came back from the groin injury 3 weeks ago, and he's just been torching it ever since then. Dalvin Cook for the Minnesota Vikings. They play the lonely Dallas Cowboys defense. Sorry, Cowboys fans. But they give up 157 yards on the ground, which is good for 31st in the league. So if you have Dalvin Cook, expect him to hit lots of points. I would probably say Dalvin Cook's going to get at least a 30-burger this week for you. So if you got him, enjoy. He's going to get lots of points on the ground. And we all know he's good for the passing game too as well. You know, Kirk Cousins likes to look his way when Adam Thielen is not on the field or when Adam Thielen is doing another route. So Kirk Cousins, look for Dalvin Cook this week. Dalvin Cook's going to get you a bunch of points. Those are your top 5 running backs. Enjoy the points.
All right. Thank you, Tyler, for the running backs this week. Coming up next, we got tight ends. Top 5 tight ends you should be starting this week. Number 5, we've already talked about 2 other people from this team already. the Washington football team. Logan Thomas, tight end. Great kid. Dude's been having an awesome year. Going against Cincinnati, giving up 265 yards a game, good for 26th this year or this week so far. So start Logan Thomas, Alex Smith, Scary Terry, Logan Thomas, the trifecta, start them. Good. Number 4, coming out of Detroit, TJ Hawkinson versus Carolina, giving up 256 yards a game, good for 22nd. TJ Hawkinson's been a top 5 tight end this season. He's just a quiet kid who's just like boom, 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 just consistent, getting points. So put him in, lock it up. He's going to get you some nice points this week.
Absolutely.
Number 3, Mark Andrews from the Ravens. He's been having a down year if you look at what he did last year, just because the Ravens haven't had that explosive offense that they had last year. But they're going against the Titans this week, giving up 277 yards in receiving against the passing game this year. 27th. So we already told you to start Lamar, start Andrews. You'll be good. Number 2, once again, already talked about his quarterback and his other receiving buddy. California, Los Angeles Chargers. Number 2, Hunter Henry against the Jets. It's the Jets. So if you got somebody going against, if you have anybody on the Chargers, start them. Just start them. Just do it. Giving up 282 yards a game, the Jets are 28th in the league. Hunter Henry, he had a touchdown last week. Good game last week, so start him this week. And number 1,
Marty.
Yes, Tyler. Yes.
I was looking for the Jets defense. I haven't found them yet.
Oh, you haven't? Okay.
I'm just letting you know I haven't found their defense.
Keep looking. You look there. You look down there. I'll look up here. Okay.
I found them. They're in the very back. It's hard to see.
Back.
They're in the back. You see them?
Back there.
Hey, Gase. Hey, buddy. Not fired yet? You stuck. Okay, cool. 28th ranked defense. You're doing a great job.
So, number 1, already talked about his receiving buddy this week. We didn't quite put his quarterback in here, but Travis Kelce for the Chiefs going against the Raiders, giving up 265 yards a game, 25th ranked this year. I mean, it's Travis Kelce. I don't need to say anything else. It's Travis Kelce.
Who's Travis Kelce?
So he's a very good tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs.
Oh, my next question, who are the Chiefs?
The Chiefs play in Kansas City.
Oh.
They once played in Texas. They were from Texas, and then they moved to Kansas City, and now the Kansas City Chiefs. They won the Super Bowl last year.
Oh, they did. That was the team that beat the Niners. Sad face.
The Niners, yes.
Sad face.
Anyway, Travis Kelce, number 1 tight end this week. So start him, lock it up.
Still hurts.
I don't need to say anything else. That's the guy.
Still hurts.
So
Still hurts.
still hurts. I know. I understand. So
Still hurts.
anyway, folks, Triple F Squad, that's our episode today. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the support, everything. Keep watching, keep subscribing. Tell your friends, family, pets. Hit the button. We need some more numbers.
What kind of pets? Is like a certain kind of pet? Like I'm kind of telling my gerbil, like in my rabbit. Like, is that cool?
Right.
Hey, thank you all so much for watching our video. Thank you for dealing with my goofiness. I am slightly goofy sometimes, so, but it's hard to be serious when Adam Gase still has a job. So I'm just saying. So anytime you want to fire him, just go ahead and fire him. So, but hey, anyways, thank you all for checking us out. Sorry we were not here last week. I know we got a lot of complaints from our 10 subscribers, so we appreciate you complaining. That means you actually care about us. So thank you.
Right.
So, Anyways, we are here this week. We're gonna kick some, you know what? I can't say a bad word because it's in we have a contract that we signed. We can't say a bad word. So yeah. So we're gonna kick some butt. We're gonna come back strong. We're gonna give you all the stats and facts. Next episode, we are gonna do one boom, one bust for the week on each game.
So thanks everybody. We'll see you next time.
All right. Adios.